Appliance Factory and Mattress Kingdom, 5-star rated, over 5,000 reviews, guaranteed we beat Home Depot and Lowe's. The nation's largest discount appliance dealer, over 24 stores in 3 states. Visit us at ApplianceFactory.com.
Hey Colorado, this is Cleet Crocker coming to you again from Appliance Factory, Mattress Kingdom, here in beautiful Colorado. Today I'm going to go over the top 5 French door refrigerators on a budget. So here's the question: how do you get to a budget when you're talking about French door refrigerators? Well, I'm going to tell you right now, it's a little bit difficult. And the reason that is because COVID has really put a hamper in supply. So it's kind of hard to find a refrigerator to begin with right now. And to accommodate all that business the way it is right now, vendors are actually raised prices to slow down demand so they can catch up in the factories. So really your number one budget is whether it's in stock or not. That probably is going to be your number one issue right now. But beyond that, I have chosen some things for you, and I do want to go over a list of things that you should consider that would help you get down in price on a French door refrigerator. So number one, consider getting a non-dispense refrigerator. I'm going to give you some bonus refrigerators because the non-dispense is not part of my 5, but what we're talking about is going from a flat door where your ice maker and potentially your water is on the inside of the refrigerator. That's going to save you money. Or if we go over here to this refrigerator, it's got a dispenser. Most people want that, especially families, but it costs you a little extra money. You can still get both on a budget, but your non-dispense is going to be less expensive than the dispenser model on the outside. The other thing I want to talk about is sticking with 3-door French doors. So if you take a look, here we have a 4-door French door refrigerator. This is a 3-door refrigerator. So typically your 3 doors cost less than your 4 doors. So if you'll just go with the traditional style, then you'll actually save a lot of money that way as well. Avoid odd sizes. Believe it or not, your normal family size is 36-inch width. So if you start to get smaller than that, like a 33-inch, they can actually jack up your price. Avoid counter depth. If you'll stick with a full-size refrigerator, that's how deep it is. Not only will it be more convenient for families, it also costs less than the counter depth refrigerator, which is much more narrow. Avoid features like door-in-door, Wi-Fi, extra cubic feet. All those things are really nice. I have them in my house, but it's things that will actually cost more on a refrigerator. They build in price with every nice feature that you get. So you want to consider that. What are you willing to live without? And then the next thing I would say is look for last year's model. If you see a nice deal in this year's model, ask yourself, is it available in last year's model? Maybe you can get a special clearance price. Or do they have out-of-box, factory blemish models like Appliance Factory has that can save you hundreds beyond the retail price right now? So that's one of the things that makes us different, is that we may show you something in one price for a boxed item. We may have the same exact thing without the box, or an overstock with the box that costs you hundreds of dollars less. But saying all that, I've got some models for you to consider. One, a Samsung non-dispense model. It's an RF28T 5001SR. That is their new non-dispense French door. So it doesn't have one of these. It's more like what you see here. And its starting price is $17.09. This is through the entire Columbus Day period in October. So that's about 3 weeks worth. Whirlpool has one very similar to that, WRF 535 SWHZ. Again, another non-dispense by Whirlpool. That's a really good seller for us. It's also on a sale price at $17.09 for the next several weeks. Then when you want to get into a dispense model, here's, and again, I'm giving you this by pricing going from the lowest to the highest, and I've got some little consideration for in-stock in it. But Whirlpool starts us off, WRF 555 SDFZ. That model is a model that is a 3-door French door, and it's got the ice dispenser on the outside. It's a nice family size. Starting price at $19.79. Maytag. Maytag is a brand that we don't see a whole lot of, but it's still out there. It's still very strong. MFI 2570 FEZ. Price is $26.09. Through most of October. Samsung has the next one, RF27T 5201SR for $20.69. By the way, have you noticed that in the model numbers, typically you'll get the size? So that's an RF27, that means it's probably a 27 cubic foot. But again, it's their basic 3-door model that really saves you some money. Next, we have the LG LFXS 26973S, $21.99. Again, their base model, but their base model is a little higher featured. What I like about LG is they typically have a more dependability rating in, like in my favorite magazine, Consumer Reports. But their price on that one is $21.99. Then last one I'm going to throw in again as a bonus. This is kind of break my rule, but there's a really inexpensive Whirlpool out there. It's a 4-door. It's more like this in stainless steel, $22.49. Again, full size. This time it's a 4-door. It's got a water dispenser on the outside, and that would round up my top 5, although I gave you a couple bonuses in there. So look at those, look at the featured packages that I mentioned, and you'll get your biggest savings.
Online or locally, save at ApplianceFactory.com. Click the link to learn more.